Hello everyone, this is Jason with Virtual Curious Kids today. Today we are going to talk about rain and tornadoes a little bit. It's getting pretty close to spring. We're going to start having some thunderstorms, so I thought this might be a good topic. So what you'll need today is a jar almost all the way full of water, about 3/4 full, not quite all the way full. Another little cup or jar of water, a second jar of water, and some glitter. I've already got the glitter in mine, and some shaving cream, a little food coloring. I'm using blue, and then a dropper, an eyedropper, or just any kind of dropper. So let's talk about rain and clouds for a little bit. When it rains, the rain comes down and the ground gets wet, and then that rain evaporates, or that water evaporates back into the sky. And when that water evaporates, they're called particles, and those little particles of water attach to dust. And when a bunch of the particles of water and dust combine, they create a cloud. And the way a cloud works is you have your cloud that's made up of this mainly water and dust, and it gets big and it attracts more and more water particles, and when the cloud is full, it rains. The water empties out. So we're going to try to demonstrate this today with our jar of water that's about 3/4, maybe a little bit fuller than that, and our shaving cream. So the first thing we're going to do is get your little cup of water and your food coloring, and just put a few drops of food coloring. You might want your parents to help so you don't get your food coloring all over you, or your guardian. I'm just going to put 2 drops in there to make some blue water, and I'm going to mix it up here with my dropper. So if you can see that, we got some blue water. That's going to represent our rain. So now we're going to shake up our shaving cream to make sure it's good and thick. We're going to spray our shaving cream on top of our water in our other bottle, and this is gonna look like a cloud. If you want to, you can take your dropper and push it down a little bit. This is gonna be our cloud. So now we have a jar of water with a cloud. And like I said, when that cloud gets full of water, it will start to rain. So the way we're going to make this cloud get full of water is we're going to take our eyedropper and fill it up with our colored water, and we're just going to keep adding water into our cloud, on top of our cloud, just like this. And eventually, once the cloud gets heavy enough with water, kind of push it down in there a little bit to help you out. You can see that it's starting to want to fall out of the cloud. The rain is. You just keep dropping it until your cloud gets full. And you can see just a little bit of water. Kind of push it in there a little bit. And eventually, I'll keep doing this until our cloud gets full. You can see how the water is starting to form on the bottom. As we keep dropping our water in, up there it goes. It's getting full and it's starting to fall down and rain. You can see how it's starting to come down now because we've got our clouds getting full. Put a little bit more in there. And all of a sudden, it's gonna start raining. And not all rain hits the ground. You can kind of see how our cloud's getting heavy and the water's starting to, our blue water's starting to drop out of the sky. That's how a cloud works. It just keeps collecting water until it gets full and can't hold any more water. And then it will drop the water down in the form of rain, or if it's really cold outside, the rain will turn into snow. As you can see, it's starting to drop a little bit, but it takes some time. We'll add a little more water here. I might have too much. There we go. Now you can see it's starting to rain. There it goes. You can see the clouds and the water's starting to fall. It just takes a little time. And then the rain happens. So this water will fall to the ground after the cloud gets super heavy. As you can see, it's starting to fall now. And our water is now getting blue because it's starting to rain, because our cloud's super heavy and super full of water. And then in the water cycle, what will happen, the rain will hit the ground and evaporate back up into the air, back up into the clouds, and it will start to rain again. That's kind of how the rain cycle works, or how rain happens. So, kind of a review is that the water from the ground evaporates and attaches to dust particles. The water and dust particles attach, and when millions and millions and billions of those particles attach to each other, it becomes a cloud. And then the cloud starts collecting more and more water, and when the cloud is full of water and can't hold anymore, it starts to rain. So that's what causes rain. Now in another jar, what you will do is take your glitter and just pour your glitter in. I've already done that. And then kind of shake it up to where your glitter's on the bottom. And the glitter is going to represent debris and things that get blown away, like sticks and roof tiles and anything that can get blown away in a tornado. So when it storms, a lot of times what happens is we get tornado warnings around here, or watches. And what that means is that there's a bunch of hot or warm air hitting a bunch of cold air, and when those two hit, they mix together and cause a funnel, which creates a tornado. So we're kind of going to demonstrate what a tornado looks like. So once you get your glitter in, shake it to the bottom, just shake it up and down, and let it settle into the bottom the best you can. And then once it's settled, you're going to twist your jar into a circle really, really fast. You might want your parent to help so you don't drop the jar. Really, really fast to create a spinning motion like a tornado. And then you can see the funnel in your water and all the debris floating around. So again, you just spin it around as fast and as quickly as you can. And then it creates a tunnel. And you can see the debris floating around. And then as quickly as it starts, it goes away. So that's kind of what a tornado looks like. And again, a tornado is caused by really, really hot and warm air mixing with really, really cold air. And they kind of fight each other and create a spinning motion that causes tornadoes, or really violent thunderstorms. Not always tornadoes, but sometimes. Again, just spin your jar around and around to get your tornado tunnel going, or funnel, your tornado funnel going, not tunnel. And then you can kind of see how it spins around and works and see all the debris flying. And that's kind of how a tornado works and how rain works. I hope you enjoyed this. Try this at home. Be sure to have your grown-up help you, especially with the food coloring so you don't get all over yourself, and the glitter so it doesn't get all over and make a mess. We'll see you next time. You guys have a good one. Bye.